Greetings, Carson. You're probably the only one here. Hello, Carson. You are first. You're first, big boy. Sorry I'm late. I was having some issues with my OBS being super dumb and just deciding not to work, so I had to switch to the other OBS. So things will look a little bit different and probably sound a little bit different because I was slow about getting them set up. Because I am bad at this. Let me see if I can do instant gratification. That's the name of the game, huh? Yeah, baby. Let me know if anything is wrong. Like if you can't hear me, or I don't think you. It doesn't look like you're able to hear the game right now. Though the game volume should be low. Anyway, hey, bro. Whoops. The game volume should be low, but it should be working. Huge fan, been one for a long time. Thanks, bro. Bro, it always means a lot when you comment on my stuff. Your super meaningful comments. They really keep me going. That's what keeps me going, Chromie. It's just your encouragement. Also, look how good I am at this game. I'm amazing. I'm 5-0 right now in a Theros draft because my deck is incredible. I am that good. Also, I don't actually know how it looks. So what am I playing? I'm playing Magic the Gathering, baby. We're playing a Boros, like, enchantments aggro deck in Theros Beyond Death. Yes, sirree, brother. Much love and respect from my end. Thanks, dude. I've always appreciated how much you love and respect me, dude. Yeah, so this is what we're trying to do. I'm 5-0 right now with this deck, which is pretty solid. Pretty solid, if I can toot my own horn for a second. Okay, I think we probably go... We don't have any enchantments to play yet, so we go, I think, Hero of the Pride first. Try to get 2 damage in, or at least set up a blocker. But I would love for you to be able to hear the game sound, but it looks like you can't, which is unfortunate. Yeah, we'll go hear the games here. And I cannot get it to work. I haven't used regular OBS in a long time. I'm used to using... Oh wait, do we go headphones? Oh, that should work. That should have gotten it, I think. Yeah. Okay. Let me know if that is working. It should be. Let's go to combat first. They may have Omen of the Sun right here. Omen of the Sun. Been waiting on the stream all day. Well, I'm glad someone is excited for it. Also, I thought I had everything ready. Fools. I thought I had everything ready to go, but I did not, allegedly, because I had to scramble and start late because my OBS decided not to work. Or I'm just too dumb to figure it out. I haven't streamed in a long time, and it's just like slightly more complicated than recording videos. So, yeah. If you're wondering why we started late, that's why. Okay. Yeah, we blocked that. We blocked that, my guy. Yeah, we'll give Vigilance to a Hero of the Winds. And then we swing in. Swing in big. Take him to 11. It's a solid start. Solid start for us. Oh. Kills Transcendent Envoy. Huh. Okay, we gotta get rid of this human soldier before things get too hairy. Okay, fair enough. Oops. Oops. Yeah, oops. I've got a flummoxed Cyclops. Though, if I have, whatchamacallit, Heliod's Intervention, if I draw into that, that would be big. But, I mean, we're solid for now. Like, we're good. Nice. Sweet. I'm glad my timing was so impeccable. Here's the problem. If I attack, I don't have a blocker. Actually, that's not true. I will have a blocker. So I think I attack with Flummox Cyclops. They could block and then flash in Indomitable Will, but no block. We take them to 6. So we'll have a blocker with the counter that here, or the token that Hero of the Nyxborn creates. And then we should be able to win soon. Ooh, Renata called to the hunt. It's a solid creature. You know what? We're doing that. We got to get rid of this token because they can gain life repeatedly, and we don't like that. Oh, snap. That's so mean. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3. So we go destroy you, and Dreadful Apathy, and we win. This should be a game, unless they have a counterspell, which I don't think they do. Ooh. Nice. Ooh, they gained a life from that. Okay, but I do get to destroy Renata and their altar. And then we deal what? Is that 9 damage? That is 9 damage this game, right? Yeah, baby. Just what we needed. Love your videos, man. Way better than all these clickbait magic channels. Yeah, I do appreciate you saying that because I really, like, obviously I want to get views on my videos, but I also am very mindful. Like, I know when my deck is, like obviously that's always going to be a lie. This deck always wins is, like, just the biggest lie possible. Occasionally, like, I've had videos in the past where, like, I played, like, 5 games and went undefeated with my deck, and I was like, oh, this deck is pretty sick, but obviously you're not going to win every game. And I don't want to clickbait you guys into watching stuff that is just false advertising because I'm not about that. I just want to give you the real stuff and be at least moderately entertaining. But I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. Yes, easy win. Easy wins with this deck, honestly. So I started drafting this deck. I'll show you all the cards I got from this draft. But I started drafting it as a Gruul deck, and I just kept on seeing, like, good white cards. And I was like, I really feel like we can make this Boros instead. And then, yeah, we did that. That's what happened. So, and it turned out so good. We're 6-0 right now. We should get our 7th win here. I say should, like it's a sure thing. But what's your display name? Oh, yeah. I'll put that in the chat in a second. I actually have to go find it. I appreciate that. Yo. I will find my display name so we can do some viewer games. I've been wanting to do that and haven't really had a chance to, so we're gonna do it. But I'll put my display name in the chat, and then I will accept challenges. There shouldn't be too many people watching the stream that will have, like, any issue with too many people wanting to play. I don't get those kind of views, so. Yeah, we should be fine. So we'll go Flummox Cyclops here. Do I? Yes, I attack here. Well, actually, no, I don't. Wait, do I? Because they can just block the Nexus Warden, so I don't attack. But we're okay. We're fine here. We can go another Stampede Rider and potentially go Loathsome Chimera. That's not ideal. Or I could go Hero of the Winds. Okay, if we do... So I'm going to Omen of the Forge and kill the Loathsome Chimera here. And then I will... What do I do? I think I just attack with Flummox Cyclops. I'm going to play Stampede Rider out this turn and then go Hero of the Winds next turn. Yep, so we get some damage in. Also, best name teacher you know, I can find. Appreciate how you always explain what's happening and why you do what you do. Fairly international. Oh yeah, yeah. Thanks, man. That's kind of the goal because I know this kind of content helped me. I know helped me be a better player, and I wanted to do the same essentially. So yeah, I'm glad it's helping you. I know I'm like obviously not a pro, but I have played enough that I should be reasonably decent. Ooh, I can't cast that, which sucks. But I can play Hero of the Winds. And then I think I don't attack because I don't want to run Flummox Cyclops into Nylea's Forerunner when I have removal for Nylea's Forerunner at some point. Ugh, that sucks. What are you happiest to see rotate out? Happiest to see rotate out. I will be happy. I don't. Oh shoot, that sucks. I don't actually know when it's when everything is rotating because I'm a dumb and I don't really keep up exactly. But I am ready for some planeswalkers to be like not in the meta anymore. Especially 3 mana Teferi and Narset are just their passives are just so annoying. I really dislike them. Okay, so let's go. Put that on Hero of the Winds. Go to combat. Still don't have our second planes to play Heliod's Intervention. But yeah, I would just say some planeswalkers that I really dislike right now. I'm glad there haven't been jamming planeswalkers like into the sets. Like they've given us a couple, and they haven't been super overpowered since Oko. Thank goodness. I think we'll probably not play Underworld Ragehound yet. We want to sack Omen of the Forge to get the Scry. Yeah, but I'm gonna look at this. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah. It's not great. Yep. Everything they have is strong right now and getting stronger because they have everything scales in their deck, like Hydra's Growth, Nessian Horbeetle, all scales. What do you think is a good combo for blue-green token deck? Blue-green token deck. I could see potentially. Give me a second to think through my plays here. But so the new card Nadir Kraken that you can spend a mana to create a token every time. Yeah, so you spend a mana to create a token every time you draw a card, or you can spend a mana to create a token every time you draw a card. So you have that, and then you also play. The 2 mana green creature that scales off of tokens. You get a +1/+1 counter on it. I can never remember what it's called. We want to kill Nessian Hornbeetle. And then we don't attack because, yeah, nothing happens there. So we attack with Hero of the Winds, get our 4 damage in. And then we hope that we can draw into a... yeah, Woodland Champion. Thank you, Carson. That is the card I was talking about. Woodland Champion with Nadir Kraken is like, that's sort of a thing. And then I would run like... what else makes tokens in blue? I mean, I would run Lovestruck Beast with that deck for sure because Nadir Kraken is creating 1/1 tokens, and Lovestruck Beast can attack with the 1/1 token, and it also creates tokens with its spell. So that's definitely a playable. That's definitely playable. That's an interesting deck. I haven't played with Nadir Kraken. Like, I haven't actually played with it. Aven Eternals. Aven Eternals is like, that seems okay. It's just not that powerful for how much mana you have to put into it. Like it's good if you're doing a zombies deck. Like if you're doing an amass deck, I think it's okay. But it's not bad. I would say that's okay. But not like I wouldn't say it's particularly good. Dang, we're still lacking the mana we need to do what I need to do. And Nexus Wardens is getting bigger. Yep, that's a 5/8 now, so that's horrible. And I can't attack through it with Hero of the Winds anymore. And Eternal. So what we can do after I finish this... Oh, there we go. Thank the Lord. Okay, here we go. We go... Nope, we want to... 1, 2... Destroy that and destroy Nylea's Forerunner. So as I was saying, sorry, I lost my train of thought. After I finish this draft event, which should be, if I win this game, it'll be over. If I lose this game, I'll have to play one more. Whether I win or lose, it'll be over after that. And then we can just work on crafting some decks and whatnot. Okay. Do I have to attack with Underworld Ragehound. That's kind of how the card works. You have to attack with it. I think I just let this die. I don't go all in here or I lose so much value. Like, they win every trade if I attack here. I could sneak in a little bit of damage, but it's not worth it at that point. At this point, I think I need to figure out a way to get rid of Nexus Wardens before I can really do anything. Muldrotha. So they probably bring back their Loathsome Chimera. No, they do not bring back their Loathsome Chimera. Okay, we pass. Well, I could go Underworld Rangehound. The problem is if next turn comes around and I don't have any form of removal yet, or like a combat trick of any sort, Underworld Rangehound is going to just attack and die again, which is not great. But I think we can go... I think maybe we do it anyway. And just hope that we draw into something, or at least we have Thrill of Possibility to filter our hand. That does nothing for me at this point. No attacks. Oh, I was gonna ask, is my little subscribe thing like in the way of my face in the stream? I don't know if it is popped up all the time, but it looks like it's probably in the middle of my face if you're watching the stream, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm not that cute. Okay, what do they got? Hopefully not another... Oh, that's bad. Yep, and I have to discard Thrill of Possibility. So there goes any chance I had. Oh, it isn't. Okay, good. Thank you. There goes any chance we had of filtering our hand. Over me heart. Another Underworld Ragehound. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and concede this. They've scaled too well, and I think we've kind of run out of steam. I've played out all my good plays. I could play this out, but it's just a boring matchup, honestly. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and concede and try to win the next one, because I think I can't really... I don't think I have removal for Nexus Wardens, and if I can't kill it, then I lose. So, okay. So I have 2 losses to give, so I need to win 1 game without losing 2 more in a row. So we should be able to get there, and then we can do some deck building and some viewer games. Davro 360. Okay. Ooh. As much as I want to keep this hand, I can't play Anax because of the lands that I've got. Hero of the Games is just not that good. Stampede Rider's okay. I just don't know if I trust drawing into a red mana source, so I'm going to mulligan Okay, that's good. And then we'll bottom Arcana Falling Stars. Yeah. We got this, we got this, we got this. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Stampede Rider into Iros' Blessing isn't bad, but it's not ideal. Nessian Wanderer. Okay. Alright, let's see what they got. Okay. Ooh, nice. That is solid. Okay, so we'll go ahead and play NX out now. And no attacks, but we get really strong next turn. Because we have Eros' Blessing and Indomitable Will. Are they gonna kill Anax right now? Or put a Dreadful Apathy on him? Either way, hurts. So look at this. Can you guys see? Yeah, you guys can see this little nasty dragon thing. Look at that. So weird looking. Why is this in the game? Ugh. Disgusting. So weird. Yeah, Dreadful Apathy. Okay. You hate to see that. Disgusting. Okay, I could trade with Favorite of Aros here, but I don't really want to. I think we just block there, take the 4 damage. Yeah, so what it is, I mean, it's art from an early Dragon Whelp. It's like a really early Dragon Whelp art that they're like, oh, we're throwing back to Dragon Whelp or whatever, but just seems like a bad idea because it just looks so horrible, you know? See, okay, that was a good draw. Really good draw. Glad I didn't trade with Favorite of Eros because we get a lot more value now. Yeah, so they made it to look like one of the like early arts for Dragon Whelp, but it just looks bad. You know? Like I think they're going for nostalgia and like cheesy, but yeah, it's not great. Ooh, Daybreak Chimera. That's frightening. Okay. I'm a little worried that they have an Indomitable Will in their hand. Like, I have one. Okay. So we're going to actually block there. I was worried that they were going to play Flash in Indomitable Will to give it double strike. Okay, that's actually really good because I know that I can safely play Eros' Blessing and kill. Alright, Carson, have fun in class, dude. It's been good. And we do this, and then we go there, and this has First Strike and Trample. So we deal 6 and create a 1/1 white human soldier token. And we got double Indomitable Will in our hand for combat trick shenanigans. Just hoping they don't have another Dreadful Apathy. Okay. Okay. Really? That's interesting. Okay, I'll block there. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, we go to combat. What are they gonna do? Do they have Indomitable Will for Daxus? Nope. I'm just gonna let the damage go through. I think they've got something here. Karamesh's Blessing. Okay, it gains Indestructible, but it can't kill Stampede Rider. Okay, so that's fine. We do that. It doesn't die. So all good. And then we intern. We still have enough mana for Indomitable Will. Transcendent Envoy. So that triggers all of that nonsense. Yep, they gain a life. Favored of Iroas gets double strike. Okay. Yeah. Let's go to attackers. See what they can do here. Okay, they don't attack, which is good. Oh, nice. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and... Actually, so we gotta go to... Alright, see ya. Yeah, I'll probably be streaming until about 9. That sounds about right. So if you want to come back by then, great. If I'm not here, sorry, but it's been fun. I appreciate you coming by and saying hello. See y'all later. Okay, next combat. We're going to go ahead and we're going to straight up attack. Because these both have trample. And we have shenanigans. Let's see. Okay, they're doing that, which... Okay, I see why they're doing that, because now I can't get the passive off. So let's go to blockers. Daxos blocks there. Nessian Wanderer blocks there. So that means I Omen of the Forge. Favorite of Iroas. And then we deal some damage, create a token, and they gain a bunch of life from Daxos, which is a bummer, but we also kill Daxos, so we're good. Oh wait, was I wrong? Oh, I was wrong. I don't know why I thought that was going to create a token for them, but it created a token for us. Okay, in turn, I do have the ability to scry with Omen of the Forge. Oh my. Nyxborn Colossus is a little bit scary. Pass to attackers. Okay. So they attack with him. Go to damage. I'll sacrifice you. So they don't have anything. Oh, we have the combat tricks too, baby. Okay. I'm actually gonna bottom Underworld Ragehound. Don't really want that on top. Phalmic Cyclops isn't bad, but it's not what we need. Okay, here we go. This is what we're doing. We go... Wait, done. We go all in here. I think they're gonna block there. So I think we just attack with Stampede Rider. This one, the souped up Stampede Rider. So they block with Nyxborn Colossus. And Setestan Skirmisher. Okay. Done. That's fine. But good thing I have this. We'll flash both of those in. Kill them both, baby. Okay, they didn't have removal, so we win. That's game. That's game. 7 wins. Yes. Yes, I'm the greatest Magic the Gathering player to have ever lived. Yeah. It's actually a lot of rewards. I spent 5,000 gold to do this. 7 wins, 950 gems, and 2 packs, which is actually like a substantial monetary value. It's pretty solid. Okay, let's open up all the packs we've gotten. Here we go. Okay, rare wild card. We need some of those. Big time. We definitely need those. Ooh, mythic rare wild card. A Nadir Kraken. Yes, we were just talking about that. We need that. Needing Nadir Kraken. Ooh, Setestan Champion. Also needing that because I want to do some enchantment shenanigans. Dryad of Leasing Grove is not bad. Okay. Let us build a deck. Maybe. Okay, how many Nadir Kraken? I have one Nadir Kraken, which sucks. I only have one Setessan Champion, which also sucks. So the ideal deck that we were talking about earlier is probably we go Nadir Kraken, probably want 4, and then we go, what was the Woodland Champion? Gosh, still I forgot already. Woodland Champion. We go 4 of those. Lovestruck. Beast. And then we probably also run Gilded Goose to get us a little ramp to Lovestruck Beast or Nadir Kraken early. And then what else do we do? So, and blue, what creates tokens that's blue besides Nadir Kraken? Mesmerizing Binthid is not good. And then you have Eternal Skylord, which... Oops. Token. There we go. We have Illyrios and Raptured, which actually is... It would be good if it wasn't in the 3 slot. We may run Quasi-Duplicate. I'm going to throw in 2 Quasi-Duplicates. Mu Yanling is not going to... It's not a good enough engine. Like, it's an okay card, but it doesn't get us enough tokens. That would be interesting if we ramped into... So we played ramp stuff. Okay, here, let's check this out. We're going to go Murmuring Mystic. Watch this. Put a land... Okay. Yeah. That Growth Spiral is what we want. And then... So we wanted Growth Spiral, probably Paradise. Oops, Paradise Druid, also green. We need to put a land onto the battlefield. So let's do, Man, Once Upon a Time, if this was not banned, would be great in this deck. But of course, it is banned, so we can't do that. So we need things that can draw cards, and these are all fine. Growth Spiral is great for this deck. Oh, of course. Where Relentless Pursuit could actually be decent. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and throw a couple Relentless Pursuits in. So this is like, so we want to ramp pretty hard. I think Paradise Druid is, we want a 4 of for Paradise Druid. We want a Hydroid. We want a little Hydroid Crisis. We need more spells because we're running Lovestruck Beast, which actually doubles as a spell. Then we have Growth Spiral, Quasi-Duplicate, and Relentless Pursuit. And then a bunch of creatures, which is at best. So we're going to actually cut Nadir Krakens down to 1 and build it around Murmuring Mystic and Woodland Champion. I think Hydroid Crisis is solid as a 2 of. We're going to run also, because we kind of must in a deck like this, we're going to run 2 Nissa, Who Shakes the Worlds. And then we're going to do, let's look through instants and sorceries that are going to make this pop. We could just go like, a counter spell feels kind of bad, and then a spell that just draws a card feels a little bad. Brazen Borrower could possibly work. But maybe we do just run, Winged Words is a no-go. I think we maybe just run Chemist's Insight here. Ugh, go for this. This is so wacky. Do we have enough instants and sorceries to make Murmuring Mystic viable? Instants, sorceries. So 11 spells and 23 creatures. That's too many creatures, I think. It feels like too many creatures. And then we're going to end up putting stuff into the creatures, or putting spells into the graveyard with Relentless Pursuit. So I think we go no on that. Let's run another Chemist's Insight. Hydroid Krasis over there. Oh, incubation. Wait, repudiate, replicate. That's what I was looking for. Repudiate, replicate. Okay, yeah, this is actually a very good card for this deck because we can either we can counter target activated or triggered ability, which is kind of meh, but could potentially be really solid against certain decks. But also replicate is great. It works for like our Lovestruck Beast, and it kind of works. It's not great, but it kind of works. Let's also run incubation, incongruity, because we do want to have ways to interact. So maybe we, I like having 2 quasi duplicates. Maybe only 1 replicate and 2 incubation incongruities. You know, this is janky. We're just gonna try it out. 4 breeding pool, 4 Temple of Mystery, makes no sense not to, and then we'll go, Fabled Passage. And then I think we run 24 lands in this. The Simic Tokenizer, here we go. All right, let's jump into the play queue with this goofy deck. Super goofy. But I'm glad Carson asked that because what a good idea. What a silly, but an idea that I approve of. Can I get a game here? Yeah. Yes. This deck may be horrible. I guess we're going to find out. Okay. What do we got? Oh, nice. That's... Yes. We like that. Go. Yes, thank you. Azori, welcome to the stream. Okay, great starting hand. We'll have to kind of figure out how to like actually pilot this. I'm going to bottom that, look for like Woodland Champion or something. So the weird thing about this deck is that we want to get Woodland Champion out early, but we also want to ramp early. So it kind of is, so actually, we're going to Woodland Champion here because we can. Are they going to counter that? If they have Quench, they counter this. Or, okay, Omen of the Sea. Looks like we're going up against Mono Blue Devotion if they're playing Omen of the Sea. It's like a decent card, but especially in Devotion where you can leave it on the board and give you a +1 to that. Okay. Ooh, Azorius. Okay. It's probably Azorius Control, if I had to guess. Callous Dismissal. Ooh, Amass 1. That actually may be a decent card in this deck. So we can Lovestruck Beast here. Or we Heart's Desire here. So Callous Dismissal could potentially be good because it bounces, it creates a token, and on its own. Which helps Woodland Champion. So it does a lot of good stuff for us. We'll activate that. Probably go for I think we'll go for a Forest here. I'm just gonna attack with Woodland Champion first. See what happens. Okay. And then I'm going to play Woodland Champion out, see if they counter this. Okay, Mystical Dispute, unless it's controller pays 3, which I cannot do, so we resolve that. That's fine. I could either go, so the question here is, do I go Paradise Druid, or do I go Growth Spiral? I think I go Paradise Druid in this scenario. I could be playing into a board wipe, and that would not be great. They have enough mana for it if they had Time Wipe. Okay, Narset. I think Paradise Druid is better because we want to have Growth Spiral to trigger our Murmuring Mystic if we ever draw it. Okay, no Murmuring Mystic. That's fine. We can... Wait, I gotta get rid of Gotta get rid of Narset first before I play Hydroid Krasis. Gotta remember that. So we're gonna attack Narset. I'm assuming they block. So they block it. That's fine. And then we go Lovestruck Beast. I don't think they can quench. Okay, they're playing Deny the Divine, which is questionable. I'm gonna the sea. So on their turn I can Growth Spiral, but I shouldn't Growth Spiral on my turn because I can't actually draw a card because of Narset's passive, which it does not warn you about before you play it. It lets you play it and then lets you feel the pain after you realize you accidentally played into a bad passive. Okay, Mystical Dispute. Vanishing Light, you say? Okay. They get rid of Lovestruck Beast, I guess. That's fine. Works for me. And then what? Okay, so we go Growth Spiral here. Nice. And then we put Temple of Mystery on the battlefield. We get to Scry, which is great at the end of our opponent's turn. Oh, yeah. Murmuring Mystic is nice. Very nice. Okay, we have 6 mana, 7 mana. So I could cast this for 5, which would be solid. Or I could go, yeah, so we're going to go... I'm actually going to do like this, just in case they have a bounce spell. Wait, no, I don't need to do that. I can let Narset stay alive for one more turn. Okay, and now I need to play Woodland Champion first because they're going to counter this. Whatever I play, they're going to counter. Yep, Deny the Divine, and then I want to get Murmuring Mystic out. So, yeah, eat the counter spell with that, and then I play Murmuring Mystic. And now we, well, hopefully we're going to be cooking now. Hopefully. Birth of Meletis, that does not bother me one bit. This Goo Goo Gaga Azorius control can't stop us. Oh, nice. I'm going to keep Paradise Druid up. Okay, we go to damage. And then I will Hydroid Krasis for 5. Just to refill my hand. So I get the draw and the life gain, regardless of whether they counter this, which they're going to counter it, and that's fine. They're going to counter this, but I get the draws anyway, so that's nice. And then we go that, and then... So we have Quasi-Duplicate, which actually gives us a lot of gas. Gives us a lot of gas, because we can either... So we could really pop off if we Quasi-Duplicate Murmuring Mystic. Ooh. Archon of Sun's Grace, you say? It's a little bit intimidating. But we're going to Quasi-Duplicate the Woodland Champion because that gives us more power. Okay, that's fine. They counter that. And then I'm going to... Oh, I should have done that at instant speed, but I'm a dummy, so I didn't. So we attack with Woodland Champion, and they take the damage, which is interesting. So they gain 2 life, and they can attack with Archon of Sun's Grace. If they also have... Oh, snap. That was nice. It's a bummer. Okay. We're fine, though. Like, here we go. Nadir Kraken. And then I'll just straight up go Chemist's Insight, dump that. So we draw 2 cards. Yeah, we pay for that, and then we do that. And then I'll play another counter out, or token out, I mean. I say counters instead of tokens all the time, and I'm sorry if that has ever tripped you up. Probably half the time I say the word counter, I mean token. These are counters. That's a counter. This is a token. Come on, brain. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah, baby. Play Lovestruck Beast. We'll play another Lovestruck Beast. I'm just hoping I'm not about to eat a Time Wipe. So they have to block this unless they want to die. Oh, well, okay. They create a Pegasus with lifelink, and so they can actually block Nadir Kraken with the Pegasus and gain some life. That's fair. It's a fair play. I'll end the turn with a card in my hand so that next turn I have a card to discard to jumpstart Quasi-Duplicate if I want to do that. But I may not. Okay, so they're going to bounce probably Nadir Kraken. Yo, okay, that's just kind of stupid. They should have definitely bounced Nadir Kraken, no question. Like, they get the most value out of that. But they decided instead to do Lovestruck Beast. They also could have bounced their own Omen of the Sea to recast it. But they didn't, so. Time Wipe. Time Wipe. Time Wipe. Concede. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Did anything really go wrong that game? Not really. Yeah, I felt like it was fine. We could probably have a better draw engine built into the deck, but I don't think we're there yet with this. Not sure what that would be. Like, we've got ways to draw cards. You know, we've got... Excuse me, I'm sorry. We've got Hydroid Crisis in the late game to refill our hand and gain some life. We also have Chemistry's Insights and Growth Spirals. We're fine. So we're fine. Okay, so we go Fabled Passage first, which sucks. Feels bad. But we get a Forest. Paradise Druid. Let's go Growth Spiral. We didn't have another land, which feels a little bad. Yeah, we'll go Gilded Goose. Here to get us that extra ramp that we might need. Pass turn. This looks like a Boros Mentor deck. I haven't seen one of these in a while. Let's take that damage. We'll take it. Ooh, Justice Strike. Very well. Very well. I think we go for blue mana source here just to make sure we can cast Quasi-Duplicate. There's a Forest. Okay. So we'll go Woodland Champion. Pass turn. I could have actually created a token of, not a token, yeah, a token of Woodland Champion, and that actually would have been good, because now it might die. Because if they can Justice Strike it right now, then it's not great. Okay, Boros Challenger, that's fine. Lava Coil. Dang, that hurts. Lava Coil hurts. We'll take the damage and then make another food token. Let's Chemistry's Insight here. We should play that tap. That's fine. No attacks. No need. We're okay. Like, we're not in a good position, obviously. They can start mentoring each other back and forth. Oh, which is not good. But things have been worse. Things have definitely been worse. And we have Murmur Mystic now, so we're fine. So they're just doing Boros, like, really strong Boros theme here. Which I respect. I definitely respect it. What's our play here? We could counter that ability. I think I am going to counter that ability. We don't get a ton of value out of that counter, but like it does stop them from starting their mentor chain, because what they want to do is make this a 3/4, mentor this Boros Challenger, and so that this Boros Challenger can then mentor everything else down the road. So we go block. Do we take 4 damage and risk taking more, maybe? Yeah, I think we're fine. We have, like, we can gain life with this. So if we go Growth Spiral, put that on the battlefield. Let's make a... I should have done that already. I should have. I did this out of order because I'm a dummy. You know? And then we're going to create a token that's a copy of Murmur Mystic again. We'll actually sack that. Discard Chemist's Insight, because we can still play it from the graveyard. We trigger both of those. And now we are a Bird Engine. We're Bird Engine. That's awesome. Yes. Yes. Big meme. Oh, what a big meme. Oh my gosh. This is bonkers. This is actually Bonker Town. We'll just attack with all of our birds that we have available. All available birds. Attack. So we can't play any of these spells because we don't have anything to discard. But what we can do is sack a food to gain 3 life and make another food because we have the mana to do it. So we're okay. Like, we're not going to die. So in turn, they're going to trigger Legion Guildmage to deal 3 damage to me. Not enough tokens. No, not enough tokens yet. We're getting there. Don't worry. We're getting there. All we need to do is quasi-duplicate another Murmuring Mystic. That's all we need. Is one more quasi-duplicate. Because now every time we cast an instant or sorcery, we're... Yeah, that's what I thought. So we'll sack this to gain 3 life. Every time we cast an instant or sorcery, we're creating 2... No, not 2, but 4 birds. Because we have 4 mystics. And we could create a 5th mystic. But we're not quite there. Ooh, True Fire Captain. That is frightening. We don't like that. Okay, let's pass to attackers. I don't think they attack, right? If they attack, they're screwed. So we make a token. A food token. Now that's interesting. Okay, we have to be careful about what we do here just because of True Fire Captain, and they have ways to deal damage to us. So I'm going to attack with the birds. Oh, they are bird illusions, my mistake. They're not actually bird, they're bird illusions. We'll attack with the birds, not the forest, because if we attack with the forest, we take 4 damage from True Fire. Do we attack with the forest, though? No, because they just double block it and kill it. And I don't like that. I want to have the ball in my court. Oh, wait. I meant to leave one back. Dang it. Oh, well. That's fine. Not the end of the world. I can still sack this food and make another food. And we're going to be fine. They didn't even block that? Why? Why? Yeah, we'll sack this. To gain 3 life. End the turn. Who you gonna tap? Who you gonna tap? I'm a little bit worried. Okay, they're tapping that Murmuring Mystic. That's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. So we still have 3 Murmuring Mystics as blockers. We've got a Forest and a Gilded Goose, both of which we're going to need to tap to create a food token. But we may need them as blockers. I'm just trying to think, how do we secure the win on their next turn without dying this turn? We can block with Gilded Goose. We can block Truefire Captain with Gilded Goose, probably. So we don't take any damage from it. Okay. Ooh, both of them. Okay, so they're going to mentor this and Legion Guildmage, I assume. Okay. I gotta make sure I don't die here. It's very important to not die. I mean, we don't die, I think. I think we're good, and then we win, right? Because we have enough damage to kill them. And they can't really stop us. So, okay, so let's pass to blockers. We go, one of you blocks you, one of you blocks you, one of you blocks you. We're still not dead, but we'll block there. Do that, and then we'll make a food token. And then we win. Let's see how many more we can make. Dang it, they conceded. I wanted more bird tokens, though. I wanted more birds. That's so rude. How rude. Okay. This deck is actually really fun. I'm enjoying this a lot. A silly idea, but it's a fun deck. But I do wonder what would happen if we took it into ranked. Probably not go well. It would probably not go well. Okay, yeah, we can do this. This is actually a very good hand. So we play that tapped. Then we go Woodland Champion, and then we go Nadir Kraken. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ventress Gargoyle, you say? Okay. Can't block unless you have 4 more cards in your hand. So he can block. So that's something to be a little scared of. No attacks. And then we're going to want to get Murmuring Mystic out next turn. Okay, Midnight Clock. I'm actually going to decline. We'll decline that. Go Fabled Passage. For a Forest, definitely, because we're going to play Nisu Shakes the World. So, oh, not what I meant to do. GG. Hello, Nostrat. GG. GG. Wait, I wasn't playing against you, was I? I just assume if somebody says that I was playing against them, but I don't think I was. But again, I was not paying attention. So, forgive me. If that is the case. Okay, so they go Fable. Not a problem. We're about to pop off, I think. So there's a couple things we could do next turn. We can go Nisso Shakes the World, but that doesn't trigger anything That doesn't trigger anything we have on the board. Growth Spiral, on the other hand, actually does a ton for us. Because we draw an extra card, we can put a land on the battlefield, and we trigger, so we can trigger Nadir Kraken twice next turn, which gives 2 tokens for Woodland Champion. This will also trigger Murmuring Mystic, which gives a token for Woodland Champion, so we're good. We're good. Yep, we're going to pay that. Pay. Nope, I'm at work. I got you. Gotcha. You're at work. Just like me. I'm at work too. Not really. This is not my work. This is just the fun, silly thing that I do. So we're going to do Growth Spiral. Oh, that's what. We don't have the mana to pay the second Nadir Kraken trigger. Now I feel a little dumb, but that's okay. Worse things have happened. Yeah. Sadly, this land does not actually do what we want it to do. That sucks. Okay. Well. Do we have 3 cards in our graveyard? Do I care about Ventress Gargoyle blocking Woodland Champion? No. Not really. Well, I think I will attack here. Interesting choice to do that right there, because we're just going to attack. Did they think that was the end of my turn? Yeah, they messed up. They should not have done that, because now I get to attack for free with all of my stuff and deal 8 damage. They misplayed that, unfortunately. Oh my. That's not great. Agent of Treachery. Okay, so what do we lose? Nadir Kraken? Not that bad. Things could definitely be worse. Actually, we want to strip before... Yeah, so we want to strip a land out of the deck. We'll get a forest. So just before we draw, I want to get the land out. Okay, they put a counter on that. Gilded Goose. So we go Nissa here.
Witness the ties that bind us all. The land fights for us.
Resolve. That puts counters on Woodland Champions. And Ventress Gargoyle cannot block. So we attack with all of this. I don't care if we trade Agent of Treachery and Island, but they have to block something because they will die if they don't, because they have 12 life. Maybe I should have just all in. I should have just all in right there. There's no point in not. So that was a little bit silly. Because now they can go, 7, 8 damage. I guess I could have done 10 if they blocked this way. So not my best. Didn't really think that all the way through. But we didn't. I don't think we had lethal if they blocked the big Woodland Champion. So either way, we're good. And hoping to draw into a Hydroid Krasis or a Kimster's Insight. Nadir Kraken. Ooh. They have potentially mana for another Agent of Treachery or a big Gadwick the Wizened. Both of which... Yeah, Gadwick the Wizened doesn't scare me. Agent of Treachery scares me because they can get Nissa, who shakes the world, off me. Right, 12 Jack 1290. There's Gadwick. Okay, Gadwick the Wizened. X equals 4. So they draw 4 cards, but they can't really do anything with them. because they have no mana up. But they have enough cards in hand to block Ventress Gargoyle. But do we win now? I kind of think we... Let's make sure we have lethal. They have 4 blockers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attackers. So they could block 1, 2, 3, 4, and then only take 3 damage potentially. And I lose these 2 trades. That feels kind of bad. I'm going to attack with these 2 and see how they block here. Because if they mess up their blocks, so I can definitely Gilded Goose here. Create another token to buff these up by 1. So they got to be careful how they block. Or they just have to chump. Okay, that's smart. That's smart. They blocked correctly, I think. Because even if, yeah, when I do this... Yeah, that's right. They did the right thing. So we'll just go to damage. We lose 1 Woodland Champion, and we don't kill them. So, and now they have a handful of cards, and we don't. So our goal is to draw into a Chemist's Insight or Hydroid Krasis. Either one works for me. That's terrible. Agent of Treachery. That's all they needed to draw into to potentially win the game. So we make a food token. They steal my Nissa. And then, so they're tapped out. But oh, they stole my Woodland Champion. Oh, very interesting. Not what I thought they were going to do. So we're going to go Chemist's Insight here.
Rise, my elemental friend.
Go Growth Spiral. We could play Murmuring Mystic. Let's see what we can do with this. We could play Murmuring Mystic, or we could discard it to Chemist's Insight again, which may be the play. So I think we just attack 1 here. And then we discard this to Chemist's Insight once more. Quasi-duplicate. So all we really need to do is go over the top with... yeah, I actually am messing with the with the blue-green tokens here. It was just a fun idea, I thought. And it has turned out to actually be so. And then we'll quasi-duplicate again on Murmuring Mystic. And we should win. We win next turn, I think. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Agent of Treachery. So they can steal my Nissa. Which is fine. They don't have forests in their deck at all. So the ulting Nissa doesn't really do anything. Yeah, making a creature actually does something. Thassa Deep Dwelling actually does something. because they can bounce Agent of Treachery at the end of their turn to steal my Murmuring Mystic, I think. Yeah. But I think I still win because I just have birds that they can't mess with, so it seems like they're done. Why did they just draw a bunch of cards? Then draw 7 cards. Okay, they draw 7 cards, but they have no mana up to do anything with it, so we win. They have 1 bird blocker. They can do nothing with that because they have no mana. And then we win. That is what's up. That's what's up. It's kind of a cool deck. I feel like it needs a better draw engine. We're not quite there with it yet, but it is solid. I'm trying to think. I want to say, so like I was thinking, I think maybe Lovestruck Beast is not as good as I initially thought, and maybe we would want to run more Hydroid Krasis to actually make this legit, because Hydroid Krasis is just so good. It's consistent card draw and life gain and gives you a big creature. And if we're ramping, this is actually super helpful to continue to draw into the spells we need to trigger Murmuring Mystic. Though I think Incubation Incongruity is kind of meh. So I'm going to drop that down to 1 and go another Chemister's Insight. Actually, no, what I wanted to do is Callous Dismissal. This is an interesting card in this deck because it bounces a creature that our opponent has, which can potentially be really useful. Potentially actually a lot better than Incubation Incongruity, which maybe we cut that entirely and run to Callous Dismissal. Because it bounces a creature, and it's a sorcery, so it will trigger Murmuring Mystic, but it also amasses 1, so it creates a zombie token, so either way, it's creating a token, no matter what, which should be triggering Woodland Champion if we have one, or it's triggering Murmuring Mystic. So we're making a token with it, getting a lot of value out of that. So Repudiate, Replicate now feels bad in the deck. Repudiate is almost never good. Replicate is just not as good as Quasi-Duplicate. So I think we cut that. Maybe go another Chemist. I'm going to go another Chemisters. Because Chemisters feels good every time I play it. Not too shabby. Oh, I forgot to put a note in the Discord. That I'm live on YouTube. There we go. Okay, 2 Fabled Passages feels bad, but we could go Fabled Passage, get a Forest, then Woodland Champion. It's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. I'm gonna keep. We'll go Forest. Ooh, Dreadhorde Arcanist. Okay, so we got Island, and then I'm gonna go Woodland Champion here. Next turn is a solid turn. I can go Paradise Druid and Lovestruck Beast's Heart's Desire. That's what I meant to say. Okay. We do that. I could go Gilded Goose, but I think Paradise Druid is better here. Wait, no. Woodland Champion is a no-go right now because it's not strong enough to attack through multiple blockers. It could easily get killed. Arclight Phoenix straight out of the hand. Questionable play, but I respect it. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, here we go. This is a decent play. So we can go Callous Dismissal. We want an island. We can go Callous Dismissal on the Arclight Phoenix. Pop that bad boy back in the hand. We bump up that, and then we can go Lovestruck Beast. And still no attacks, because we're just going to play a little bit passively right now. Slow them down until we can drop some bombs. The bombs being Hydroid Krasis in a second. They did not attack, which is an interesting play. Interesting choice. Growth Spiral is a bottom. So I can only make this a 3/3, and I draw one card out of it, so that feels kind of lame. I'm going to attack with Lovestruck Beast. See how they block here. That is very interesting. What are you doing, man? Okay. We will block Arclight Phoenix first, actually, and then we're going to go Dreadhorde Arcanist, followed by Fairy Guide Mothers. Because we can kill both of those. Yeah, that's fine. Go to damage. Okay, I mean, that's fine. We tried 2 for 1 there. And then I will go Gilded Goose. So I probably should have played Gilded Goose first, then attacked with Woodland Champion and Lovestruck Beast. But I didn't, because I'm a dummy. I think we win this game. I don't know what their deck is. I don't know what deck they're doing. Okay, so they're playing Boros aggro with Arclight Phoenix in the mix. Yeah, not a great idea. Not the best idea. I guess it's passable in terms of ideas. Okay, there's a deck that I've been wanting to build that I really want to try out. So we're going to do that now. Let's see. I've been wanting to build around... what is it? Storm Herald. Build around Storm Herald. So he says 3 mana, 3/2 with haste, which is already decent. That's fine. When Storm Herald enters the battlefield, return any number of aura cards from your graveyard to the battlefield attached to creatures you control. Exile those auras at the beginning of your next end step. If those auras will leave the battlefield, exile them instead of putting them anywhere else. Okay, so we want to have ways to put auras into the graveyard and then get them out and attack and get a lot of value out of them. So I'm thinking we probably want to go Gruul, because you have to attack them to creatures you control, so you have to be aggressive about it. So I'm thinking we want to go Gruul with Relentless Pursuit. Oops. So that we can put stuff into the graveyard. The only problem is it's a 3 mana spell, so it takes a while to set up this play, which feels a little bad. I can't really think of another, like, a better way to do it. Also, we want to go Enchantment, Aura. So what auras are really solid in red and green? Escape Velocity is no. Eros's Blessing could potentially work because it functions as removal and it buffs your creature up a little bit, but it's also like not that good. But the main things we would want are Cetizen Training and Warbriar Blessing, and probably like Hydra's Growth is no good, I think. Mantle of the Wolf would be awesome, except that we're exiling stuff. So, Wolfkin Bond could be okay because if we're bringing it in for free. Let's see. Let's also do Not Collected just to make sure we're hitting everything that we can. Okay, we're hitting everything that we can. Okay, so we definitely want to play Cetizen Training, Warbriar Blessing, And then we'll run one Mantle of the Wolf up in there. So we're also going to want to play Cetessan, not enchantments. We probably want Cetessan champions. But we don't. I guess we can put some wild cards into this deck. So Cetessan Skirmisher makes sense for this. So, but we gotta have ways to put things into the graveyard. Put graveyard. Let's see if that is helpful. It's probably not helpful. Okay, Binding the Titans is potentially good because it puts cards into your graveyard. So that could work. Once in future, turn card from graveyard. Nope, that's no good. I mean, so Cavalier of Thorns does that, but it's also very expensive, so that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So nothing really works for putting stuff into the graveyard unless we're playing blue or black. So this feels like maybe let's discard changes. Let's maybe try to do it in Izzet. So go Storm Herald and then go enchantment, or see if there's anything actually worth playing in this if we're putting stuff onto our own creatures. Starlit Mantle is okay. No, this is all removal, and then nope, and then yeah. So Staggering Insight would actually be really pretty okay, but not that good. So maybe we go black. Kaya's Ghost Form could work, but none of the rest of this really works for us. Aspect of Lamprey could work. I mean, I would do white, but white makes the most sense in terms of getting power out of it. So maybe we go Naya here, or what would we do? What would we do? We would go Temur Enchantments. So we go the same enchantments that I was saying earlier. So Cetessan Training, Warbriar Blessing, Mantle of the Wolf, probably Erosa's Blessing, and then we run blue so that we can put stuff into the graveyard, which would be we would be probably doing that with oh, I have enchantments selected. I'm an idiot. That makes sense. Yeah, so I guess we could run Relentless Pursuit, but it feels like it's gonna miss a lot, so that feels bad. And then we go Merfolk Secret Keeper. So we just shove stuff into our graveyard. Sage of Mysteries actually works as well. Oh, that could be interesting. That'd be funny. Oh. We probably end up losing if we do that, right? Yeah, probably. Okay, I think Sage of Mysteries works. And then do we run Metamized Prophecy doesn't really work, I don't think. Honestly, we need a creature to make this like okay. Let's go. Creatures at 2 mana and 3 mana to try to get value out of actually putting Narcomoeba could be interesting. Um, let's throw in Narcomoebas for fun. We could do Vantress Gargoyle, but that doesn't seem like it's going to really work that well, to be honest. None of this makes a whole lot of sense. Okay, now here we go. Let's think about this. So, Dreadhorde Arcanist has Trample, so putting buff enchantments on it makes sense. Does Robber the Rich make sense? Not really. Thunder Can Awakener also doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I think what I'm getting at is that this just is not going to be very good. So Krenko makes a lot of sense. Krenko makes a ton of sense. Because if we're able to play stuff on it that buffs it up a little bit, like Setessan Training and Mantle of the Wolf, especially Mantle of the Wolf, that makes the most sense. But honestly, other than that, I'm not seeing a whole lot that I like. Surfair and the Hinge Hammer kind of makes sense actually, but might be hard to do. So it feels like it has to be something with that already has Trample, but Setessan Training does give the creature Trample. We're gonna want Setessan Champion in there. You know what? I changed my mind about this deck. It's not gonna be. It's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna have black in it. Cause I feel like we have to, right? Because we need to run Glowspore Shaman. Because we gotta put stuff into the graveyard. So we're running Relentless Pursuit. Also, Erosive Blessing, that feels like a lot of Erosive Blessing. We also probably want to run Dreadhorde Butcher here. We'll put all our enchantments into one slot. So they go into exile. Okay, let's undo that selection, but we still want to stay on creatures. We probably want to run Gutter Bones. Eye Collector is a possibility because it puts stuff in the graveyard. Let's think about this. It's a complicated form of jank that we're trying to achieve here. Let's check this out. Gully of the Endless Dance helps us actually discard cards, but also we're not playing Satyrs, so we don't get a whole lot out of that. Sorry, my roommate is grinding coffee beans right now, if you're hearing that. None of this makes a ton of sense either, unfortunately. Okay, let's look at when enchantment enters the battlefield. Oh, Setessan Skirmisher is something I wanted to play. That's really all we've got? Nothing else? Dang, that kind of sucks. Yep. Yep. It's kind of all we got. Doesn't feel great. But it feels halfway playable. Maybe a little bit less than halfway playable. This is bad. This is bad. It's bad. It's not good. I think we just... Do we just discard this? So I feel like building around Storm Herald is not good. But possibly running it alongside some, like... Maybe we can go Gruul enchantments, but we just don't build super hard into, like... putting stuff into the graveyard. We just, like... play an enchantments deck like normal. So we could even go Naya enchantments, honestly. So in that case, we would go. Okay. Storm Herald. Setessan Champion, probably 4 of. Setessan Training, probably Skirmisher. This is why we would want to run Naya, because of Swiftblade Vindicator. And then oops, misspelled that. Got a little excited. Starfield Mystic. So then we probably actually want to cut Setessan Skirmisher down. And then we go All Side of Life's Bounty. Where are cards that I'm looking for? Sentinel's Eyes. All the Glitters. Angelic Gift. And then maybe we just do that. That may be, honestly, like an actual deck that we can play. I want to compare it to other... Yeah, honestly, we're gonna do this. We're gonna try this out. I'm actually gonna craft this. 5 rare wild cards. That hurts, but that's fine. So we go Sacred Foundries. So we're gonna cut to 22 lands and also play. We're gonna run Krenko. Three little Krenkos. Do we run tap lands? I feel like we can't really afford to run tap lands in this deck. Except for maybe like one of each color. Not one of each color, but come on, there we go. We can run some Temple of Triumph. Oh shoot. I'm gonna cut you and you. Nope, we want the Stomping Ground back. But I'm dumb, so I don't know how this works. Okay. Wait. No, not you. We want Stomping Ground back. How many lands do we have now? I accidentally cut to 21. That's fine. We'll just do that. And then I think it's good. Greetings, Chromie. A unicorn to you too, sir. Whack. This deck is whack. Let's see if it works. Probably not going to work, but we're going to try it anyways. Okay, Caesar X. Okay, works for me. So we go Temple of Triumph. Opponent goes first, though. Knight of the Ebon Legion. Not ideal. Okay, fine. I'm going to bottom Stomping Ground. Doesn't feel like we need it. So we get shock this in for Swiftblade Vindicator, and then we can Angelic Gift it on turn 3. Paradise Druid. So this is Gruul. Not Gruul, Golgari. I can't use my brain right now. This may get killed. And if it does, I'll be sad. Okay. Very interesting. So we're going to Angelic Gift this. Oh, wait. That has reach. Dang it. That just essentially did nothing for me, so that's cool. That's cool. So we really need a Setessan champion, like, right now. No blocks for me. Pulchronos. Polukranos. Unchained. Not great. Not great. We're missing all of our enchantments that actually do anything for us, so that's cool. Really cool. Do we just die? I'm gonna not block just for fun. I think we just kind of die, like, pretty quickly here. Wait, what? Oh! Oops. Forgot about that. Whoopsie. Are you playing with subs? I will be playing with subs in, yes, I mean, essentially, yeah, if you want to. I would love to test decks out against you guys, but you may put your, I'll have to, this game is pretty much lost anyway. I'll go ahead and concede. So what I'll do is, if you put your, you need to be in the Discord to do it. So you'll have to go to the Discord. You know what? Screw that. Just make it easier. Just put your like your MTG thing here. I'll go to it on my profile so you can see it. Obviously, your name, your profile name with your number into the chat so that I can see it, and then we can challenge each other. That'll just be the easiest way to do it. At some point, if I stream more often and play with, like, have more viewers, then I may need to get a better system. But this is just, it's just simple, easy way to do it. So if you want to, yeah, definitely put it in the chat and let's do it. I'll actually be back in 1 sec. I'm just gonna, I gotta get some water. My throat is like dying, but I'll be back in 1 sec. I'll just code that up and then mute myself. Okay, I'm back. So I see your name in there. So what I'm gonna do is we will copy that, put it into play, direct challenge, opponent, put that in there. Gotta pick my deck. We're taking this wacky deck in to play against you with. So you'll probably crush me, but that's fine. So if you put my name in, yeah, here, and it should work. Hopefully, I haven't done this in a while, and sometimes the client is a little buggy. Did that not work? Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, you can friend me. There we go. I see you now. Cool. Checked that. So, here we go. Challenge you. There we go. Okay. Ha ha ha. It worked. That's just easier, I think. Yep. We're in it. Okay, obviously you can see everything that's in my hand. I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, you can pause the stream. It's fine if you're sniping me. I don't really mind. Too bad. Witching Well, but fair warning, you'll probably beat me. I just put this deck together like 5 minutes ago, and it is wacky. Jay, hello Jay. How did I like the new 2020 Challenger decks versus last year's? If I'm honest, which I want to be, I liked last year's better. Quite a bit better, actually. I felt like, so this year's are fine. Like, they're okay. But the Jeskai deck, yikes. I felt like the Jeskai deck was pretty bad. And some of the like, I think the overall deck values were higher this year. Fair enough, Hector. That's fine. I felt like the overall deck values were higher this year, but they were just not as well tuned. I felt like, so I played them quite a bit, and the mana bases were not great. So sad, no mana. Yeah, that happens. Let's go again. We can go again. Here we go. Friend challenge. Challenge. Whenever you accept, I'll pick my deck, and then we'll go. I felt like I had a lot of mana problems with the decks this year, and I didn't have the same issues last year because there were more. Last year we had mono white and mono red. But yeah, they were okay. They were okay. Let's keep. What do we get? Okay, so we'll Temple of Triumph here. Yes, please. Oh, I know what this is. I know what you're doing. I've seen it before. Yeah, we'll go Swiftblade Vindicator. This may be a glass casket. Oh, this is not what I thought it was. Okay, Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. That's a thing. That is a thing. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Oops. Banishing Light. Yep. Nice. Okay. Fair enough. Chief, fair enough. Hmm. We'll go all side of life's bounty and then actually angelic gift this. Listen, I did feel insulted by the Simic Flash challenge deck. Insulted in what way? Like, was it that bad? You felt like? Because I felt like it was okay, um,
I know I
but not like too brutal to play. But I got mana screwed a lot by it. Like I felt like their mana, they were just like, yeah, just throw a bunch of basics in there and not care about the mana. So that was kind of lame. We are missing lands. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go Storm Herald. Go there. So sorry. Too much of a meta change compared to last year. I like the 2020 decks based on scrapping parts for other decks, but not as their own entities, aside from Cavalcade Charge. But I do play more in 20. So I kind of agree. I felt like last year's decks were still good when they came out, and I feel like this year, they're coming out and the meta has changed so much that they're like really no longer good, and that feels bad. Okay, can I? Okay. Do I kill Tamio? I think I have to kill Tamio here, or she, yeah, or she can get a board wipe, get removal. Greetings. Yes, oh, I did get a haircut. Person getting a haircut. Okay, I get it. I was like, what is that? What is that emoji? I got a big haircut. It had been months. It had been a long time since I had a haircut. It was very, very much needed. Doom foretold. Not ideal. Can I please get the mana that I need? Jeez. Okay. Yep. I sack Sentinels. Wait. Yep. I do that. Temple of Abandon works. So we go. Yeah, baby. Okay. So let's go. I just feel it's like more creature heavy versus counter heavy. Yeah, it's not awesome in that way. Like I guess it's reasonable. Okay, so they're getting life. I didn't quite feel that way. I felt like I had trouble keeping up. Like I had trouble keeping opponents' boards clear early, and then I also didn't have removal later on. Like, running 4 Nightpack Ambushers is great, but as long as you can set up a board to play them into. And so that felt like a bit of a bummer for sure. Can we win this? Oh, jeez. uh, Mm-hmm. Oh wait, did he exile? Oh no! That's the dumbest thing I've ever done. That was so bad. Okay, that's a concede for me. Good game. Good game. Well done. Well done, Azori. Much respect for the Dance of the Manse deck. That was also a much wackier Dance of the Manse deck than I'm used to seeing. So props to you. Props to you, Jank Master Azori. Anyone else? I'm down for viewer games. Yeah, that was a good match. Good match. Um, Down for some viewer games. Trying to test out this new super janky deck that I just built. I think we need. We have. I feel like our mana sources are pretty okay. We don't. I haven't been able to actually play Setessan Champion yet, but whatever. Yeah, if anyone is free to play, just put your thing in the chat and I'll hit you up. But okay, so just happy about Brazen Borrower reprint. Need some for Modern. Yeah, so bringing the price down on some of those cards is going to be great. Like Embercleave and Brazen Borrower both are appearing in those decks, so that will be helpful for sure. And then yeah, it also I do feel like Challenger decks are very good for like the Magic as a game in general, because it gets people who are more casual players. It allows them to get into the competitive game because they're like, oh, this deck is actually really good, better than anything I would have like put together on a budget myself. And then in terms of like players buying them for cards, stripping them for cards and reselling them, it's all fine. Like that's all fine. And I think it gets a lot more, of the product sold essentially. Also Azori, thank you. Thank you. Yes, congrats to me for 1,000 subs. I did not try the Breach combo. I watched a video on it by Ali Eldrazi, with Cool Stuff Inc. He's a good player. Watched his video. It was decent, but not the kind of deck that I want to play. It's just so repetitive, and you have to like think very. Part of the problem with it is that you have to think very carefully about you. Like, okay, I can like exile these cards or like play this card now. I don't like those big wacky combo decks. That required that kind of play. But it's fine. It was kind of cool. Do I play Paper Magic as well? So, sort of. I haven't really played much Paper Magic in a long time, in probably the last 6 months or so. But when I was playing Paper Magic, I was playing definitely more Commander in Paper, and now that I play almost entirely Arena. That's like what I actually put my money into in terms of Magic. I don't spend a lot of money on Paper, but I do play Commander, and I have some super janky Commander decks that I'll probably talk about on the channel at some point. But there's not as much of an audience for that, and honestly, I don't care as much about it, so it doesn't make sense to do it. But yeah, I do. I have some friends who are super into Commander, so yeah. As I said, I care about the sum of the parts for my collection. Yeah, so inventory build decks down the line. I definitely agree. Like, I was telling somebody that in terms of like the Jeskai Fires deck, it's like I think it's a bad deck, but it has a lot of interesting pieces to put into other decks. Like you get multiple Sarkans, you get Kenrith, you get Narset, you get Time Wipe. Really good stuff if you're playing like things like Commander or like Pioneer and stuff. You get some good pieces to go in those decks. So I felt like Jeskai Fires could potentially be a good buy, even though it was actually on the lower end of the value of those decks in terms of value. But I can see Embercleave go down, but in Feather Commander deck, yeah, Embercleave has been so expensive, and that price has stayed very consistent. Which is surprising. Like Embercleave is awesome, but I feel like it hasn't shown up in enough standard decks to warrant the price that it costs. Like I can see it for Fabled Passage. Like any multicolored deck is going to be playing 4 copies of Fabled Passage, so that makes sense why it's so expensive. Embercleave, not so much. Like it showed up, I guess, in Gruul aggro and Mono Red aggro. So, and I was playing it in some Boros stuff, so I guess it kind of fits in some archetypes, and probably was being played more on the Pioneer and Commander stuff. But I also don't really keep up with that a ton. People are always like, oh, I've got this idea for a Pioneer deck. It's this. And I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. So, yeah. I'm definitely more of a standard guy. You know what I really want to do? I want to draft Theros again. I might just put some gems into it, see what we get here. I do love drafting a lot. Let's open her up, see what we get. Treacherous Blessing. Oh, that's an interesting card. I do like Treacherous Blessing. That's fun. It's a fun one. Good in Doom Foretold decks. Yeah, we'll go rank draft Theros Beyond Death. Yeah, baby. Spin those gems. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, we get Arasta of the Endless Web. Great card in standard. 3/5 with reach for 4 mana, and you get a lot of extra value out of it. Also, Nessian Hornbeetle is wonderful. Myers Grasp is wonderful. Warbriar Blessing is wonderful. Both of these are okay. But I think I really want to get Nessian Hornbeetle here. Feels like what we take. Voracious Typhon is wonderful. 4/4 for 4 is good. Works well with Nessian Hornbeetle, so we're going to take that. Stay green for now. And then we take Myers Grasp. No question. Like, removal is solid. Myers Grasp is kind of the pinnacle in removal. Loathsome Chimera is great with Nessian Hornbeetle. Ooh, okay. We got Omen of the Forge, which is really, really solid. But also Moss Viper has been great in every game that I've had it. So I may take Moss Viper here. Go, like, sort of mono green. We might take... I think we take Siona here. May not end up playing her, but I think we take her. Relentless Pursuit is sick. Nyxborn Courser. I think we got Aspect of Lamprey. Arasta's a great card with Woodland Champion for competitive. Oh, hello, Carson. You're still here. Yeah, you were trying to get me to play Arasta with Woodland Champion. Yeah, so I can see, like, Arasta of the Endless Web with Woodland Champion. The problem is you don't know if your opponent is going to be playing instants or sorceries, and it's possible they're going to be, like, running you over with, like, aggro deck, or, like, even the decks that are playing a lot of enchantments, they're not going to trigger Arasta, so it's a little bit hard to ensure that they're going to be playing that. But it's actually a very good sideboard option against control decks that want to play a lot of instants and sorceries, because you punish them for playing. Like, everything that they do, you're punishing them for it, so it's not a bad choice. We'll take Indomitable Will here. Since we have Siona, we might end up going that direction. Impending Doom is... I'll sideboard that for now. And sideboard that for now. Started getting a Commander only because my LGS doesn't draft much, and Standard there is too repetitive. Yeah, I got into Commander because I think that's just what people were playing. And I felt like it was a better use of my money. Like, if I was going to spend money on Magic cards... it just felt better to put the money into Commander because I knew that I could play that deck for, like, years to come, you know? It wasn't like, oh, it's rotating out and I gotta sell all my crap now. I felt like it was a better investment. Acolyte of Affliction is great. Cool match, really. Yes, Azori, thanks. That was a cool match. I did not... I've never seen a deck like yours. I'm impressed. Color me impressed. We'll take Pharika Spawn. I like Pharika Spawn. Eutropia of the Twice Favorite is solid. I think we're going to take Nessian Wanderer. It's just too good to pass up. The choices. I'm going to take Indomitable Will still. We may end up playing white. I'm here again. I was watching the match to see why I used to... Oh, yeah. So I ended up... I was like, okay, if I... if I get what I need, I can play... Like, I can keep going and maybe win. But you had a board full of stuff. And then I had nothing, essentially, because I had run my stuff out. And I screwed myself over a little bit on accident with my my All Side of Life's Bounty. Enemy of Enlightenment can be good. But is Mogis' Favor better? Mogis' Favor is potentially better. I think I'm going to take that. Relentless Pursuit. Gotta love it. Thank you. I literally made it, like, on the stream a little while ago. It was okay. It was okay. I think we take Mogis' Favor again. Solid card. Ooh, Setessan Training is a must-have. Siona says, you may reveal an aura card from them and put it in your hand and put the rest on the bottom. So do we take Aspect of Lamprey, try to go 3 colors here? We could go Altar of the Pantheon versus a non-control deck, destroy. Potentially. Yeah, this is maybe a really good draft. I'm trying to make it potentially go 3 colors here and run like Abzan enchantments. But it may not go over well. I'm gonna take... Actually, Omen of the Hunt kind of makes sense. Because we get to search our library for basic land cards, so we can fix our mana with that. If we're going 3 mana. None of that is great. I'll put a Rumbling Sentry in the sideboard. Yep, Scholar Grove Dancer is solid. Yeah, 3 colors in draft always makes me anxious. Like, I'll probably try to cut it down to 2 colors. Just because it's so unwieldy to play 3 colors when you can't fix your mana very well. Even if you get a dual-colored land that works for you. Like, we could take this, but it doesn't really help us. I'm not much of a rare drafter. Oh, all of this is good, dude. Everything in this pack is great. So Dreadful Apathy is sick. It's good removal, but it forces us to play white when I'd probably rather play black. We could take Voracious Typhon instead, because Voracious Typhon is good. Maybe I just need to like fish or cut bait in terms of like what am I going to be playing. So all we have in terms of white here are Indomitable Will, 2 of them, and a Siona. So maybe we just say screw it and we go green black. So I'm going to take Voracious Typhon, and then see what comes next. Okay, Venomous Hierophant isn't bad. It's actually kind of good. So, okay, so yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna put those in the sideboard. Put Siona into the sideboard. I think we go Loathsome Chimera. It's very solid. Oh, Mire's Grasp. Okay, I made the right choice. Oh, Haktos. Haktos, you cute boy. Honestly, I may take Haktos. Nothing in here is gonna go into my deck, so I'm just gonna rare draft Haktos because I'm that kind of a guy. Okay, so we could go Nylea's Huntmaster, which is kind of meh. Shielded by Faith. Chainweb Arachneer makes sense a little bit because it has escape, and we are going to be putting stuff in the graveyard with not Freakus Spawn, with Acolyte of Affliction and Relentless Pursuit. But Grim Physician could also be really solid. I think we take Chainweb Arachneer. Relentless Pursuit. We may need to cut one of these out. We're not going to take whatchamacallit. Grim Physician is fine. Loathsome Chimera is excellent. Yep, we'll just take the uncommon. We don't want any of this. Take the uncommon. Take the uncommon. We don't probably want to play that. Nope. And nope. Okay, so we got nothing at the end of that draft. That was pretty lame. Oh, look! The vault! Check this out. I don't know if you guys have ever opened the vault. It's really cancel. It's really satisfying to do. Yeah, we'll save that. Yeah, baby. Look at all them wild cards. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's go back to the draft. Edit our deck. We cap out at 4 mana, so we're going to cut a land out. And then I'm going to actually cut a... Ooh. I think I cut Omen of the Hunt. It just doesn't do much for us. Yeah, flyers are a problem, potentially. I think this is actually decent. So we may run into an issue of not having enough power in the late game, but I don't think we play Inspire Awe. It's kind of a bad card. We can't really run any of this, so we're hoping that Arasta and Voracious Typhon and Essene Hornbeetle can carry us. All right, let's go for it. Let's play, baby. Definitely not as good as my last draft. If you were here at the very beginning of the stream, I was finishing up that draft. But it should be okay. It should win us a game or two. Ooh. Okay, I mean, we don't have a play until turn 3 anyway. We could hope for a green mana source. And we have removal. Tempted to keep it because I actually like the stuff we have. If we get a green mana source, Relentless Pursuit Fixes pretty much all of our problems. Thank you, Carson. Yes. In Magic, spiders are sometimes great. Yeah. Spiders can be nice. Okay, fingers crossed for a forest. Ooh, blood aspirant. Oh yeah, doesn't get much better than that. So we can go. We'll go Loathsome Chimera because actually, if we can kill blood aspirant, we can attack with Loathsome Chimera. Entrancing Liar. Yeah, we will Myers Grasp you. Go ahead and get you out of here. We can deal 4 damage now. So they're going to have to spend more mana to tap down my Loathsome Chimera with Entrancing Liar. In romantic relationships, I am the designated spider killer. Of course you are. It's your masculine duty to destroy all spiders. But you know what they say, if you can't beat them, join them. So I'm joining them. I'm playing spiders here. Okay, fair enough. We'll go play another Loathsome Chimera then. So we got 2. Ooh. Timoret, Chosen from Death, Soul Reaper of Mogus. I'm going to attack here. There's not a whole lot of point in not attacking. I know they block, but that's actually totally fine. I'm okay with that trade. Then we'll go Setessan Training on Temple Thief. Get to draw a card, and this can't be blocked by Timoret anyway. The only issue is if they have Myers Grasp or some form of removal for Temple Thief, and then we get 2 for 1. Yeah, but we need to get rid of Timoret ASAP. Okay, enchantment creature, enchantment creature. Oh, we can't play Erasta, unfortunately. But I can attack. And then I'll go Acolyte of Affliction. So we put the top 2 in our graveyard. And then we put that into our hand. Okay, now we can do essentially whatever we want. Excuse me. We'll take the damage for now. That's fine with me. We need to get rid of Timoret before I play Relentless Pursuit, because I don't want to put stuff into our graveyard that they can immediately just exile. Ooh. Do they get Blood Aspirant back, or Soul Reaper of Mogus? Blood Aspirant is... not an enchantment creature. So all of these are enchantment creatures, can't be blocked, can't block Temple Thief. Yep. Erasta is perfect for this scenario. I go to sleep, sir. See you. Congrats again. Thank you, Azori. It was fun playing against you. Hope to see you around the channel sometime again. Appreciated it. Have a good sleep, sir. Oh, that makes me super sad. Okay. So we go Grim Physician, Voracious Typhon, and we're still in the game. Still in the game. They pause on their upkeep. I don't know what they did that for. Oh, another Entrancing Liar. That makes me very sad. No blocks for now. Yep, we go Relentless Pursuit, Nessian Hornbeetle, and a Forest. Oh no. We could be in trouble if we do that. So we can't attack because they could untap their Entrancing Liars, tap down my stuff, and then I'd be in trouble. Okay, so they decided not to do that, which I appreciate. Okay. So probably Nyxborn Marauder gets indestructible. That's fine. Let's do that anyway. I know it can't die. Okay. Ugh. That's not great. So we'll put Mogus's Favor on... Oh wait, can they exile... Can they exile this with Timuret? I guess they could have, but... Whatevs. Whatevs, bro. Let's go Relentless Pursuit before combat. Just in case we draw something really necessary. Nope, we did not. Okay, just lands. Just lands. Cool. Cool. I think we lose here, right? Do we lose here? Yeah, because they untap Entrancing Liar. If they're smart, they untap Entrancing Liar, tap down, Temple Thief, Acolyte of... Yeah, good game. Okay, we lose that one. They had a ton of removal. Golly. 2 Entrancing Liars, Blight Breath, and whatever else they did. Not ideal. Da-da-da-ba-ba-ba. El Dude. Okay, we're kind of have the same problem as last time, except that we are on the draw, so we get to essentially see more cards than they do. Hello. Okay, and we can also have a turn 1 play, so not too bad. Turn 1 and a turn 2 play. Eidolon of Obstruction, you say? I'll pass. I don't really need to deal with that immediately. I'll just pass by it. See what they do. Because if they attack into Grim Physician with Eidolon of Obstruction, I can just block it and then it dies to my -1. They may have Indomitable Will here to keep it alive. Nope, they don't. I think they just, that was an oopsie. Seems like a little bit of an oopsie. But we also don't have a green mana source to do anything with. So that's good. Okay, so we need to play Relentless Pursuit to pick up another forest. If we draw our first forest, which we don't, that's fine. We could go, nah, not worth it. I was thinking maybe we go Mogis' Favor on one of the tokens to just kill it, but there's not really much point. Like, I'm okay with taking 1 damage and using this in some better way. Captivating Unicorn. Okay, Freaka Spawn is solid. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, tap target creature opponent controls. Sentinel's Eyes. Not great. Not great. Oh boy. We're gonna go put this on Freaka's Spawn. I'm gonna attack Omen of the Sun. Nice. So I gotta put this on there or I'm dead. I'm probably dead anyway. But it's definitely not a good position to be in. Definitely not good. An interesting strategy. Captivating Unicorn and multiple Omen of the Suns. So they're flashing in shenanigans. Okay, yeah, we're dead. Okay. Wow, this has gone poorly. Much more poorly than I expected. I've kept some bad hands. At least in this game, I can kind of blame the hand. The first game, I felt like our hand was still bad, but we ended up having a pretty good start despite it, and then dying. So that didn't feel great. Okay, this is doable. So we have both of the mana colors that we need. So we'll go Nessian Wanderer first, because that allows us to get more lands into our hand. Hero of the Pride. I'll go Swamp, Loathsome Chimera. It sets us up for some plays later on. Pious Wayfarer. Ooh, nice. I'm going to play another Loathsome Chimera and kind of just sit on it for now. Do nothing. Oh, maybe I should have played Skola Grove Dancer to make sure I got my 4th land. Try to play Voracious Typhon next turn. Oopsie. Protean Thaumaturge. Okay. Jay. Good night, sir. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for sticking around. It was fun. We're moving on our way to 100K, baby. It's the next milestone. Just 100 times what I've got right now. But yeah, thanks again. You'll definitely see more from me. Peace out. Peace. That's where the camera is. Peace. I was talking to the chat, which is on my screen over there. Camera's there. Okay. So they go... What do they turn in? What do you turn into? Nessian Wanderer? Okay. Whew. Alright then. Alright then. Yeah, then what? What are you gonna do then? Yeah, I think you might have goofed a little bit, my guy. Okay. Let's go Skola Grove Dancer. Take Forest. Then we go Chain Web Arachnir. We don't need to place the test in training right now. Also don't need to attack with Loathsome Chimera until we can get rid of some of these bad boys. Or at least make it big enough to get through them. My problem with Loathsome Chimera is that, yeah, it's like an aggressive body, you know, because it attacks for 4. But it just feels bad to get blocked by like a 1/2 and die. Feels kind of bad. Okay, well, they're passed on my turn. Kind of feels like they've got a counterspell. So I'm going to Relentless Pursuit. I'd rather this get countered than my Voracious Typhon. Okay. Oh, shoot. We'll pass turn. Archon of Falling Stars. Yeah, we'll take Forest. Fair enough. No attacks. Ooh, do they have, what's it called? Triumphant, what is it called? Triumphant something or other. Triumphant Surge? Oh, Indomitable Will, I see. It's giving me a little damage, but I'll block with Chain Web Arachnir. I think they may have forgotten that this has... Oh, snap! That's not great. Yeah, that's not great. Why would you not attack with Archon of Falling Stars? Whatever, that's fine. We'll block thee. Yeah, we might be in for a world of hurt here. Because they can deal 10 flying, and this has vigilance. That's terrible. That's terrible, man. Absolutely terrible. But we have this board full of creatures that can't really attack because they outsize us in every way. Not awesome. It probably stays the same. So we'll pop that onto Voracious Typhon. Grab a forest. Start swinging. What is that? 4, 4, 6. So I can have 7 mana on this turn, and I can escape it with 7 mana, but I'll have to. Oh. And that triggers Pious Wayfarer too. Yep. I think that's a loss. I think that's loss. Wait, what? What? Why did you do that? Okay. Sure. Oh, that's what they were doing. Okay. Go to damage. We'll exile those to bring it back as a 7/7, but we don't really have a way to give it trample right now, so we probably just lose. We probably just lose. Yep, okay. That's a GG. And with that horrific loss, gamers, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it there. My voice is like surprisingly very tired already. I was only streaming for like 2.5 hours. And my voice feels not great. So thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate you sticking around. It's been really fun, actually. I probably will stream more because this was such a positive experience, aside from the fact that my OBS wasn't working very well. I really enjoyed doing this and hanging out with you guys and getting some viewer games in. So I hope to do more of this in the future. It's been good. I will see you guys in the next one. As always, have fun out there. Can you see my hand? Where's my hand? Okay, yeah, have fun out there. And peace.